I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today, man. Listen, y'all, we got 4, maybe 5 topics for y'all. We had some breaking news right before the show, but we got to talk about Bronny James, man. Bronny James Jr. again drafted to the NBA, playing with his father. We got to talk about that. That's history in the making. That's going to be the first topic on the jump. We got to talk about the WNBA also. Who's the front runner of the Rookie of the Year? You know, WNBA, man, it's probably like that and baseball are the 2 major sports for real in America. You know, you got soccer and stuff. That's only in the summertime, so we got to talk about that. Devin Haney suing Ron Garcia. Oh, we got to talk about that, definitely. I wish my man Tomo was here to talk about that, Mr. in the red corner. And listen, y'all, Mike T, I don't know if y'all know Mike T on the NFL, NFL Live or ESPN. He made some comments about Jordan Love, so we got to address that. And lastly, y'all, we got some breaking news. Like I said, DeJounte Murray traded to the Pelicans. But Mr. Yadonson is not here right now, but I got 2 of my bros here anyway. I still got my man Davey Dollars, Mr. Doghouse himself, and I got my man Mark. How y'all doing, fellas?
What's going on, man? Back again.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Just had a great show earlier today for Dave's Doghouse. I'm excited to talk about these topics, man. But it's all I gotta say is it's Friday. We live on 3 platforms right now: Facebook, YouTube, and X. So make sure you like, share, subscribe on each platform, and turn up with us on Friday, man. We gotta turn up. So
Turn me up.
Jody, do your thing.
It is Friday, Dave. All right. Dave already told y'all like, follow, and subscribe, right, on all the platforms. And listen, man, y'all go in the description section. You can see different links of the different shows we have on the network. Check them out. If you like what you see in here, follow their journey. And the first link you see in the description, you could become a member of the R2L family. You can see all the perks and everything when you click on the link. And look, use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my man Daniel being the first comment, like always. Hey, everyone, happy Friday. But like I said, you could be involved in the show. We're going to see all your comments. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. My man Tom and I here, I'm used to doing a hee-hee, but I got y'all today, man. First topic, we got to talk about Bronny James, man. Bronny James made history yesterday, him and LeBron James, getting drafted to the Lakers, right, late in the second round. And they will become the first father and son duo, or parent-child, I should say, duo to play on the same professional team, right? So this is some breaking news. This is history in the making. We got to react to it, fellas. You know, 3 black men on the show. This is history right here. So I'm going to kick it off with you, Dave. Dave, what was your big reaction, or what do you think of this moment right here of Bronny James and LeBron James?
All right, so I have two separate reactions to this. Let me speak to the black man perspective when it comes to this, when it comes to being a family man and having connections in your work. So we can't we can't down LeBron James for being able to be who he is to allow his son to be able to play with him. We got to look at it this way. Giannis has his brother on his team. How good is the nasty, as they like to call him? Does he really belong on the NBA team? Let's be honest, no. And look at his other brother, who's an NBA champion, who was on that Lakers team that won the title in the bubble. Where is he now?
Bruh.
Is he getting minutes? No. But they're in the league because their brother is also in the league, who was an NBA champion and who was a 2-time MVP. So those are connections. And this happens all the time in sports. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. If you look at the ownership and the management, who's in that league? It's all the Joneses. You got Stephen Jones, his daughter, every single one in that family is there. That is exactly what it is when it comes to that aspect, because we can't be upset at him for being able to have this happen for his family, for his son. Bronny could very well be one of the best players out of this draft. We don't know. And that's where I have this. That's where I go to the other aspect of this, and that is the basketball version of this. The same reason why I say that the nasty, I can't even pronounce his actual names. That's why I keep saying the nasty.
The goats.
Why those two brothers don't belong on the NBA court, because they're not not that good. But remember, they were drafted in that draft. They were drafted in the 50 to 60. They were drafted. They weren't that good in basketball, but they got drafted. And the same way I felt about them is the same way I felt about Bronny. I feel like Bronny should have stayed in college for another season, or did whatever he could to develop his game, or even show his game even more, because it would have the attention that's going to happen now is going to go two ways. It's going to be good for LeBron and Bronny, because it's like, hey, you got father and son duo. First time this ever happened in NBA history. It's a great thing. But the other thing is, does he really deserve these minutes? Did he really deserve to get drafted? He only got drafted because LeBron James is his father. You're going to hear that a lot, because if you look at what he did in college, he only averaged about 4-5 points per game. He did not get a real. He didn't really play, and he didn't play well on a bad team. USC was not really that good of a team last year, if you pay attention to college basketball. And also, it's another thing is because he had a life-threatening situation that happened. So let's be glad that he's still alive, because he easily could have lost his life. He had a near life-ending situation that happened with him where he collapsed on the court. So the fact that he's even able to walk and breathe and be able to play this game of basketball is great. But when it comes to being a basketball perspective, as of what he did in college to say that he deserved to be here, he doesn't. When it comes to basketball, there's nothing he did in college to say that he deserved to be drafted. But his father's LeBron James. His father plays for the Lakers. It's going to happen. So that's not down him for having the opportunity because his father's there. Let's down him for only his basketball reasons. That's not down him because his father is LeBron James. If we're going to criticize him for just his basketball ability, and that's it. And that's not to say that LeBron can't be good, because he very well could be. He has the makers. He can make shots. He could defend. But I think there's some development that needs to get there. That's why I believe he should have stayed in college for another year.
Mark?
Well, I like it. I know everybody that worked with Bronny, or everybody that worked out with Bronny, including like players like Gilbert Arenas, they got a good eye for talent and everything like that. I mean, they was all they was hype about Bronny. They saying Bronny does deserve to actually play in the NBA. I know Gilbert said by himself, he was working out with Bronny, his son, and another college player. I can't think of his name, but they said Bronny was just practicing regular, and then they said something to tick Bronny off, and then he hit another gear. And Gilbert was just like, oh, yeah, you got it. Like, and I trust Gilbert word, because everything you talk about with sports players anyway, when he, talk about him, he be right a lot. So I do trust his opinion when it comes to that. Not even just that. When you looked at the workout on film, when you looked at the workout in the NBA draft pre-workout. So he hit everything he was shooting. He had a really good workout. So it's just like, yeah, Bronny played the role that he was supposed to play, because Bronny probably could have went to any school and just been the number one player there. He probably could have went to any other school and, you know, been the guy to show off his skill set. But he wanted to learn from them, learn from the coaching staff, learn from that, and he learned. So I mean, like, I do think he deserved to be drafted in the second. Yes, the second round. It's not a first round pick. If he was the first round pick, I would have thought, okay, maybe it's his dad. It was the second round. I don't see why it wouldn't be a good fit for them to draft the first father-son to play at the same time ever, especially when it's LeBron. You got the greatest player ever, you know? So, I mean, that's
I was just about to play that. I swear I was.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. So, my reaction, I mean, like I said yesterday on the show, history, kudos to LeBron James. He used his clout to get his son in. He used his clout to get JJ in. I mean, we don't get mad when people get that work out Wendy's, get they son in there. You know what I mean? Work out Microsoft, get their son in there. So he basically used his leverage to get his son on the team. So yes, history, congratulations, kudos to LeBron James and his family, or the James family. I do want to say this though. This right now is a honeymoon stage at this moment. Right now, we excited for them. We're like, you know, y'all great black dad or great dad. It's not labeling just black. He's a dad, right? Don't put him in a box, but he's a great dad, period. And, you know, son was coachable to his father and did everything he told him to do and got the job done. Now, when this honeymoon stage is over of the celebration, now Bronny is going to eventually have to prove himself in the NBA. Because y'all ever been given something and you feel like you didn't earn it? You didn't feel honest. You didn't feel good about it. You know, so if Bronny gets to this league and when LeBron is gone, he's gone, that's not going to be a good look. Then we know for sure that he only got there because his dad got the clout. He didn't earn his way there. His dad kind of earned his way there. So I do want to say that there's going to be some pressure on Bronny James to live up to the hype of him just being in the NBA. I recommend that the Lakers send him to the G League, let him develop, let him get a lot of playing time. Because when you playing in the G League, you getting a lot of burn basically. Still getting coached by NBA coaches and stuff like that. And then he could come in, like if an injury happened, he could come in and play stuff like that. But they shouldn't bring him because he's not on a two-way contract. He's on a full-blown contract, right? So I hope they let him play in summer league. Coach is gonna play summer league, the G League, and all that stuff before throwing them with the real NBA guys. So there's a lot of pressure that's going to be on Bronny James going forward.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of pressure. But that's kind of sort of I didn't think about the G League aspect, but yeah, I can definitely agree with that. And maybe Mark is right. Maybe it's a lot better for him to actually learn in the NBA than to learn in college.
Oh so, yeah, I'm always good with that. Yeah.
So that's perfectly fine. I'm just talking about just him being drafted. That's the goal. So I'm not saying that he didn't earn to even be on an NBA roster, possibly go undrafted, someone give him a two-way contract. Then yeah, that's perfectly fine. But it's just the fact that he got drafted over other players that may have deserved even more. So
I agree with that.
And that's the same thing I felt, and I said that's the same thing I felt about the Giannis brothers, the Antetokounmpo brothers. They didn't deserve to be drafted either. But
see, I got to agree with you with that though. They all got drafted by different teams, and Giannis
did.
And Giannis, these teams in that draft don't thinking they're gonna get Giannis. And Giannis, if I'm not mistaken, okay, I got backtrack. I'm not going to throw that out there. But they got drafted by different teams. They getting drafted by, so I feel like they kind of earned their way into it. You know what I mean? I will say that. Now, this last dude with the nasty, what are you talking about now? And this dude was definitely on the roster because of his brother. He's definitely on the roster because of his brother.
Because he wouldn't be on anyone else's roster. I'm telling you, that boy cannot. He's not that good.
He got some good highlights with 10.4 seconds left in the game. When the scores, when they down by 30, he got some good highlights.
Exactly.
He got some crazy.
He got some pretty bad ones too.
Yeah, he wild. All right, y'all. So look, man, we're gonna move to our next topic. Our next topic, we gotta move on to the ladies, y'all. The ladies are balling, y'all. Balling. And we talking about balling. We got two rookies in the WNBA it's I don't know if we all agree, but it's a 2-woman race in this rookie of the year. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. All right. So both of them having great seasons. They both breaking records in the WNBA as rookies. But we gotta ask the question: who's the front runner? Who's the front runner right now? If the season ended today, who would get that award? Would it be Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, or the field? Mark, we're gonna start with you. What you think?
I mean, I'm definitely not playing the field in this one, but I'm taking Caitlin Clark. I like what Angel Reese is doing. She averaging a double double, 13 points, 11 boards. She got like the longest streak going right now for rookies. So she on pace to break a rookie record. But at the same time, yeah, you got Caitlin Clark on the other side, averaging 16 points, 6 assists. Still, and then it's just you already got the debate of who the most popular, who the more popular woman is in the WNBA right now. And if everybody leaning towards Caitlin Clark, they already know they made a mistake not putting her on Team USA. So they're definitely going to end up giving her Rookie of the Year, even if she don't deserve it. And yes, and it's good for the WNBA if that happens, because you want to put if she the face of the league, at which everybody's already claiming she is. I mean, the future wise, why if she's already averaging 16 points as a rookie, she's leading her team and everything like that. Angel Reese doing good too, but it's just the more popular player, the more player that's likable, that's not trying to take the villain role, that's just being on the Kawhi tip. She just I'm just playing ball. All this other stuff I don't care about. I'm just playing ball. Angel Reese seemed like she distracted by everything else and all. So I mean, I ain't gonna say seem like she get distracted, but it's just Caitlin's just not. She's shut up and playing ball. That's it. So I mean, so I'm taking CC.
So I'm gonna let Dave address your comment. I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna hold off my comment. I know Dave got say something about the comment you made. All right, but I'm going with Caitlin Clark too. But I think it's closer than what people think, though. It's a very, 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 very close race, and you can give it to Angel because Angel's averaging double double. Angel. I think she is her favorite is that nobody really expected her to be neck and neck with Caitlin Clark with this award. People thought Caitlin Clark was going to come into this league, take it by storm, and just win this Rookie of the Year award like it was nothing. But Angel Reese is making it a tough battle for Caitlin Clark to win this award. All right. Now, the reason why I'm going with Caitlin Clark, though, is because, number one, head to head, she's up 2-1. I'm going to give it a nod for that. Right. Also, although Angel Reese is averaging a double double, she's breaking records with a double double streak and all that stuff. But there are 4 other players who average a double double in the WNBA, which is awesome. Like, she's a rookie and she's one of 4 players to average double double. Caitlin Clark is the only player in the WNBA to average 15, 5, and 5. She's the only one doing that in the WNBA right now. So that says a lot, right? So I give it a nod for that. Angel Reese is leading her team in rebounds. That's it, right? Fever does have more wins. They also have more losses. But Caitlin Clark is leading her team in points, assists, and steals. So she's taking more of a workload on her side versus Angel Reese. But like I said, it's a close battle. It's kind of like this. It's close. And I won't be surprised some people will be voting for Angel Reese because of the double-double factor that's going on. She's having a double-double as a rookie. But right now, I'm going to give it to Caitlin Clark.
So I think y'all both made great points when it comes to that. As far as injuries being distracted, I don't think she's distracted because at the end of the day, she's still playing her game. If we talking about distraction, we talking about someone that's doing things to take them out of the focus of actually winning games. They're only 1 win away from each other. If you look at the records, the Sky is 6-10, and the Fever are 7-12. The Fever have just played 2 more games than them. That's it, and they got 2 more losses than they do. So it's not that far off. So you make a good point about her, being more of the of the focus when it comes to the team as far as Caitlin Clark. But I'm gonna go with Angel Reese. I think Angel Reese, right now, definitely deserves to be Rookie of the Year. Yes, she has 9 consecutive double doubles. That's the longest streak for a rookie in the WNBA history. Not only that, in her last 5 games, she's averaging about 17 points per game, 13 rebounds, and shooting 50% from the field. She has also became the youngest player to record that in WNBA history. So she's not only is she the rookie, she's the youngest to also do it as well. She just had a good game, even though it was in a loss against the Los Angeles Aces, the Las Vegas Aces. She had put up 18 and 11. She's also the first WNBA player to have 165 plus rebounds, 30 plus assists, and 25 steals in their first 15 games. The person that was ahead of her before was Yolanda Griffin. That happened in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
So no one since then has done what she has done just now as a rookie. And at home, Angel Reese is averaging almost 18 points per game, 13 rebounds, a steal, an assist, 54% from the field, and 83% from the free throw line. So she's not just getting boards, she's also scoring and making her free throws. And that's huge for someone that's in her position because she's a big. Bigs aren't really known for being good free throw shooters, and she's actually making her free throws. In June, she was averaging 15 points per game, and she led the league in rebounds, averaging 13 rebounds per game in June.
Mm-hmm.
She is the only player in June to have 10 rebounds in every game she's played. So for me, it's Angel Reese.
Dave, the sample size you gave with the games, how many games was that? For Angel Reese, you said she averaging something, shooting 50%. How many games? How many games?
5, 6, you said?
Yeah, 5.
5 games. So you giving the Rookie of the Year award for the last 5 games.
I also talked about what she did in June and what she's done for the season, not just that.
Let's do this. Last 5 games. What she do last 5 games?
She's 17 points per game and almost 15 rebounds.
And how many? And shooting what percentage?
54% from the field and 83% from the free throw line.
Caitlin Clark last 5 games, 17 points a game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 51% shooting, 46 from the 3-point line, 84 from the free throw line. Once again, Caitlin Clark is the only player that's averaging 15, 5, and 5 in the league. She got, look, how many games she got 15, 5, and 5? 8. How many games do all the WNBA rookies got 15, 5, and 5 since 2000? 7 combined.
2020, not 2000.
Sorry, 2020.
You stretched it a little bit.
I missed it too. My bad. And lastly, she's the fastest player in WNBA history. You know this, Dave. To get 300 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists. Yeah. So, I mean, we can go record for record. I mean, we can do that too.
and that's the first time it's happened since Sue Bird did it in 2002. So, yeah, I know you must have watched my show. You must have watched my show because I clearly talked about this earlier on my show today.
Well, Dave, I will give you the odds on.
Yeah.
So I mean, minus 900 right now on Caitlin Clark, and if they gave it to somebody else, MGM winning. You know what I'm saying? So that could happen. MGM
There you go. So look, I think it's it's a great argument for both players. I don't think you go wrong if you go with either one of them. They both deserve it. I'm gonna just go with Angel Reese.
I want to say both deserve it. It gotta be a winner, you know. And
what I'm saying is they both
right now.
Let me say it this
way:
they both deserve to be in the conversation. Let's put it that way.
There you go. It's close.
If Cameron Brink didn't tear her ACL, she would have also been in the conversation because of her defense.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that was terrible. Yeah, felt bad for her. All right, but speaking of injuries, we gotta go to the boxing because somebody's feelings was injured. But look, Devin Haney is reportedly suing Ryan Garcia for financial reasons, for financial damage, and emotional damage and mental damage, basically, right? So obviously, as a boxer, this news come out to the world, it doesn't look right. So we gotta just react to this situation right here. As you can see in the video, he got dropped 3 times by Ryan Garcia. But here, I'm gonna go first on this one, y'all. My reaction is this. Am I okay with him doing this? Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm cool with it. I am cool with it, y'all. I'm cool with it. Now, a lot of people don't like it because how it look. This is why I'm cool with it. Number one, Ryan Garcia cheated. Let's start there. All right. I'm not a fan of cheaters. He cheated. If you cheat, you know what I mean? You gotta pay your punishment. And then he got a year suspension. Dave, Tank, he just had his fight, right? How long has it been since he had his last fight?
It's been a year.
It was over a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
When last time Terrence Cole had a fight?
About a year.
So a year suspension? Are you serious? That's all you getting, that man? Now, don't get me wrong. There has been other situations that really stuff didn't really happen. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, Ron Garcia," but that ain't got nothing to do with Devin Haney though. It ain't got nothing to do with him. The man was, think about it. He was undefeated, and he lost his whole reputation of that fight. And the person he lost to was somebody who cheated. You know, so and then now on top of that, all the taunting Ryan Garcia was doing before the fight. And during the fight, after he won, he all licking his tongue, you know, jumping on the turnbuckle, not wanting to shake Devin Haney's hand after the fight was over, all that stuff, right? So Devin Haney is like, okay, he went low with the belt. Devin Haney's kind of like, okay, I'm giving you another blow too. And what Devin Haney is doing is actually legal, you know? So, and on top of that, the contract situation, so Devin Haney's not getting paid for that fight? That's what's going on?
And neither one of them have gotten paid after what happened. So that's not on Haney. That's on Golden Boy. I think that's Golden Boy's fault. That has nothing to do with
but because of what happened, right?
That's just a contract situation.
It had nothing to do with that. Wow, that's on you then. But I'm okay with it. Now, if you want to call him Saul, hey, y'all call him Saul if you want. You know what I mean? But guess what? If he goes out and win, that's what he has to do. He goes out and continue to win and keep the undefeated record, then people will sweep this under the rug if he beat formidable opponents. But I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I have no issue with it.
Formidable opponents. He can't continue to beat anybody. So I'll say, oh, and my bad, I forgot to zone you out for your intro. My bad.
No,
my bad. But I'm a little conflicted. I don't really know how to feel in this situation. Because he said that he wants to get it back in blood. That means he wants to get it back in a fight. That's perfect. That is the way that everyone in boxing feels as though it's the right way to do it. I'm not a boxing expert. I don't claim to be. I'm just a fan of boxing. If the experts are saying that he should be only worried about getting it done in the ring, then I have no reason to disagree with them. But as a businessman, when you lose your reputation like that, then I can kind of understand why he's taking it to these lengths. But I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of situations where someone has lost a fight due to someone cheating, and it didn't end up in someone getting sued. But they also haven't been in the same position that Devin Haney is in either. So, because it's a rare situation when you're pretty much in control of your fights and stuff like that, because a lot of the fighters are doing that now. Look at what Canelo's doing. Because it all stems from what Floyd has done. Floyd has laid out a blueprint to be a boxer and be a businessman at the same time. And that's kind of sort of what Devin Haney's trying to do. Having his father as his basically his promoter, his manager, and everything like that. So it's cool to see, but for me, I'll say that maybe he should just. The guy got suspended. He got suspended for a year. But if you look at it, more times than not, boxers fight maybe twice, maybe 3 times a year. So he loses his opportunity to fight anyone for a year. He already got his money taken away from him from the fight because of the results of him testing positive 3 times. So Garcia lost the money that he won in that fight. That's more than enough for me, I believe. I believe that's more than enough for him to be able to go ahead and just let it go and worry about the fight for next year. Haney, this is your moment to prove that you are actually the better boxer by going out and fighting someone else that's worthy. And I'm not saying go fight Sandor Martin and beat him. I don't think Sandor Martin's is that caliber of a fighter when it comes to you. I'm saying go fight someone like Teofimo Lopez. Go fight Sabril Matias, who just lost a devastating fight. Go fight someone like Gerard Ennis, Boots. Go fight someone like that. That way you prove to yourself and to everyone else that you are the boxer that you was before you fought Ryan Garcia. Because that fight, whether most people believe Ryan Garcia cheated or not, whether it happened on purpose or not, that's not my argument here. My thing is, if you look at what you said before the fight, and you said that he likes the left hook, and you're going to be prepared for that. In the fight, you were not prepared for that. So there's something wrong with you as well for losing that fight, saying that you were prepared for that left, even though he kept landing it on you. So maybe there's something that you need to do to fix your defense and become a better boxer and fight other boxers that are just as good as Ryan Garcia and yourself.
Man, I ain't gonna front. I do think it's soft with a capital T. Soft. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do because he want to sue him, and for some reason they're gonna end up fighting again. It's gonna be a rematch. So suing him it's not gonna do nothing. You just got beat up. Now you want to get it back in blood, rematch, fight him again. He said he'll fight you again, fight him again. And if you want to make the rule, like a Tank do, make the rules more strict or whatever you got to do, make the rules more strict. But you fight him again. You trying to sue him to get your win back and all this other type stuff. Why? For what? I mean, I understand everybody took an L. You're not gonna be Floyd Mayweather. I feel like he's trying to tailor his fights so he can finish undefeated. Have 1 or 2, big fights in there, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But then just the one of the big fights he had in there and he lost. So now you're gonna do a fight again. They ain't never take the wins away from no other boxer. Never. I can't remember this happening. They never took wins away or lost. Now it was a no contest. That never happened before. Now you want to sue him? Come on, man. No, that's not I think it's soft. I think you got to get it back, like you said, in blood and fight him again. You need a rematch. And with that rematch, show everybody that extra 2-3 pounds that he had, even though he was showing that he was eating cakes and everything like that before the fight. Everything that he was showing that he was doing, he probably going to build it again. So, I mean, it's soft. Come on, Haney. You gotta do better, man. Then his father talks the way he talks and all this other type stuff. Oh yeah, I'm big in the city, I'm big on the block, all this other type. And then you turn around and you sue somebody, you're illegal with it. So I mean, you're not even trying to get it back in blood for your son. You was doing a lot of talking too. You probably the reason why Devin Haney started talking the way he was doing, because you was talking reckless too, and you not even the one fighting.
Yeah, I still got Bill Honey in the doghouse for that conversation he had against Floyd on Instagram Live.
Well, so. Yeah, that's just you glorifying the wrong stuff, brother. Exactly. You trying to be good in the hood, but you glorifying the wrong stuff. Is that really what you want everybody to see or want everybody to do? But
exactly.
At the same time, you said all this and you just turned around and you went to the legal situation. You went to court. So stop. I'm not buying it in. Devin Haney, I think his stock is I'm gonna say dropping, but he's not he's not being considered the type of fighter in the class that he was in. Everybody see that he's not that. He's not the only one at the top two. So I mean that's soft.
Yeah, soft. SAWFT. Soft.
Soft.
Yeah, man. I just think he
can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear me. Okay. Something going on with my connection. I don't know what's going on out of nowhere. Anyways, so I should have said this business wise. You used the word. I understand. Now you ask me personally, would I do that? No, I wouldn't do that. But my whole thing is the fact that Ryan Garcia taunted the whole time and try to clown him, and then he cheated. That's why business wise, I'm okay with it. But I
But it
do
was
agree with
both.
that too, Dave. Also, like, huh?
I said it was on both sides because they was tying him too. Like it was on both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah, they were.
They were tying him too. It's on both sides. So I mean, you can't throw a
And
It was
rock at
more so the dad
throw a
though.
rock
The
at a
dad,
glass house and be mad.
I
Somebody
mean,
could have been
Garcia taunted Tank when he was fighting Tank. He just
no,
lost.
Garcia was OC though, man.
He,
Nah, Garcia was, but like with the fight, you normally do that stuff. But Garcia was wilding though, which is I'm cool, but I'm saying like, but when you find somebody cheated, it kind of like dang. So, but you understand the experts saying that handle it in the ring if you have the opportunity, then it's like yeah, I understand that also, which I would probably prefer, but I'm not going to like kill the dude for doing like people call him soft all that stuff, but look. If he wins this, get his money, and then he goes out and beat formidable opponents, are we still gonna call him soft? You know, but he has to do that though.
exactly. You got to prove yourself because right now he's
He gotta
soft.
prove himself, yeah.
Soft.
gotta prove,
Soft.
gotta prove himself because that
Gotta prove
he, like I said, even with him suing, he said what Garcia was famous for, and he lost for Ryan Garcia doing what he's famous for. So that's my issue.
Yeah, his father talked too much. His father talked as much like he boxing. So yeah, you gotta. So you gotta just you gotta take that L, brother. Keep your head held high. Everybody great took an L, except I mean Floyd the only in boxing history to like go undefeated, but everyone great in boxing took an L. So I mean like
Floyd has lost a fight though. Remember when he was in the Olympics, he lost that. So it's not a professional fight.
that's not professional.
What I'm saying is he's dealt with loss
He's
before.
talking.
I mean I'm pretty
Every
sure
fighter lost.
everyone dealt with a
Tank
loss.
undefeated.
Tank gonna end up losing one of these fights, guys.
You think he
One
gonna
of the
lose?
next
I don't know, man.
You think he gonna lose against her cousin? That's why you saying that.
I don't know which one gonna pop up. Somebody gonna take an L that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we know that for sure. But speaking of taking the L, I think speaking of taking the L, man, we gotta talk about Mike T. All right, Mike T on ESPN. He had a special take that he made about Jordan Love. All right, so we're gonna play this clip for the people at home, and we're gonna react to it.
Patrick Mahomes, if we, the four of us, were running an NFL team today, there is nobody on the planet I'd rather have than Jordan Love, period, end of sentence. 25 years old, can make all the throws, 6'4", high character, high processor, can make people miss. The sky is the limit. If he was an IPO, it'd be like buying NVIDIA 3 years ago.
Okay.
He is by far to me the player that has the most sustained upside. Do I love Josh Allen? Of course I love Josh Allen. Josh Allen takes a lot of big hits. CJ Stroud, love CJ Stroud. Jordan Love's been in the league a little bit longer than CJ Stroud. There are some other people in that conversation, but when you talk about sustained excellence, to me, it's Jordan Love and then everybody else.
Whew, strong words. So Dave, we gotta kick this off with you, man. What is your reaction to this video? How do you feel about that statement? Do you agree? Disagree? Talk to us.
First of all, sustained excellence for a season?
Half a season.
Half a season at that. Come on now. Now, you can say that his ability can give him that opportunity to be a franchise quarterback for someone else and stuff like that, but you can't talk about sustained success. He hasn't had that yet. He got one playoff win, and that was against the Cowboys, who almost always chokes in the playoffs. Sorry, Cowboy fans, but that's what you're known for. That's what you're known for since the last time you won a Super Bowl title. That's just what you guys are known for. Now, we choke as well. We just choke in the Super Bowl. That's the only thing. It's not good, but I'm just saying we choke at a different level. That's all. Pause.
God.
Pause. But I'm talking about as in football, as in playing the game. See, come on, Joe. Now you wilding. Now you wilding. But it's I will agree when it comes to his ability to be able to play, his able to process, make all the throws, to be able to make people miss. Yes, I will agree with that. But I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud, someone that he named. CJ Stroud pretty much played well throughout the year and got into the MVP conversation. Not only that, his team has improved around him. He still has Tank Dell. He still has Nico Collins. He still has a tight end that was really good in Dallas and that played really good last year with them. And now he has Stephon Diggs and he has Joe Mixon as his running back. So the team has improved for him to be able to continue his success. And if you look at who his coach is with DeMeco Ryans, he's also seen success as well, coming from San Francisco. And then you look at the defense that's around him. That defense is actually pretty good as well. So if I'm starting a franchise today, I would pick CJ Stroud over Jordan Love. Jordan Love has been in the league a little bit longer, yes, and he's seen that, but it took him a half a season for someone who's been in the league a little bit longer. It took him a half a season to get to where he was and that's in the playoffs. And his team didn't even win the division. And he got there. So let's pump the brakes a little bit when it comes to Jordan Love having sustained success, because he hasn't had that yet. Neither one of these quarterbacks have, because CJ Stroud also has one playoff win, but he was a rookie last year. Jordan Love was not. So let's just pump the brakes a little bit.
Man,
Mark.
I was gonna say, one thing before I even started my little rant is, out of all the quarterbacks he named, the ones he didn't name was Jalen Hurts. But I guess ain't nobody started their franchise with that guy. But do I agree with what he said? No, I wouldn't. Well, let me not say no. I do kind of get what he said, because yes, after half of the season started, the trajectory of Jordan Love the stock up went crazy. Jordan Love finished way stronger than he started. And it was as his first time playing quarterback in the league. I know you watch. It's one thing to watch and it's another thing to play. And yes, he had to get acclimated with the speed, because the last time he did play, it's either preseason or college, but he actually had a full season. So he had to sit and wait 3 years before, 2 or 3 years before he even, step foot on the field. So yes, he's going to take his learning curves, just like CJ Stroud took his early licks too. So I mean, but would I start him? Take him over everybody else? Let me think about it. So you got Dak Prescott. No, we're not doing that. Great regular season quarterback. Just can't get past anybody in the playoffs. Jordan Love actually just beat him. Then if he even went to his division, he got you got Jared Goff, which he had an incredible season. Well, he had a really good season. 3 game-winning comeback drives and everything like that. He did his thing. Fourth quarter comeback. And then the head-to-head matchup, Jared Goff kind of got the best of J-Love too. So, I mean.
J-Love won all the second time they played, though.
Sure did.
And won. They blew him out the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams.
Listen, that's all I'm saying. That's definitely. I'm not going. Do I have a quarterback that I would pick right now? I can't think of one, to be honest with you, so I can understand why you're saying Jordan Love, because you need
Jaden Daniels. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I know everybody else needs to be proven, but I'm just he didn't mention Hurts at all. But no disdain,
Well, all right, let me address Mike T for a second. I'm confused about what he's asking. He said, if I had to start a franchise today, no. If I had a team today and any quarterback, I would get Jordan Love. He said, I wouldn't get Josh Allen. Huh?
Yeah, I said outside of Patrick Mahomes, obviously.
Yeah, we got that in there, right? He said, I wouldn't get Josh Allen because he takes too many hits. I wouldn't get CJ because Jordan Love's been around longer. Okay, so what's really the question? Are we talking about you know what I mean? Are we talking about going forward? If I had to build a future team, who would I get right now? Build a franchise around? Because CJ would make more sense, right? Because he did that as a rookie, and Jordan Love was a 5th-year player. Now he beat Brady. But let me address Mike T. I don't know if y'all familiar with Mike T. Now, look, I'm not trying to take a shot at Mike T, but to me, his credibility when it comes to his takes sometimes be wild. Now, he's a former GM and he's a former executive. What makes me think like, dang, like I could probably do this job, right? Let me get out some of the takes he had, like within like the last probably 18 months. Number one, the Browns should trade Deshaun Watson and a second round pick for Daniel Jones.
What?
Look at Mark like that. Look, Mark, you on mute. I think you on mute. Mark, you on mute. Mark, you on mute.
Yeah, that might work. That actually might actually
Mark.
work.
Mark, you can't be
man.
serious right now. You cannot be serious.
Deshaun Watson is terrible, bro. Like
so is Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ain't that much
better. I think Deshaun Watson is worse than Daniel Jones.
I think they both are terrible. No.
But like, here's my issue. Why you got to throw in a second round pick also? Second round pick is valuable, bro. Like you can get a lot for a second round pick.
That's what I'm talking about. Why throw in a second round pick? Daniel Jones not worth that.
Hold on, I'm not done. He wanted the Cardinals this year to draft J.J. McCarthy at number 4 overall. When they already got Kyler Murray, when they need a receiver, basically. All right, so I don't know about that. This was crazy when he said this. He said that the New York Jets this offseason should sign Russell Wilson. And let me tell you why. He said Russell Wilson should go to the Jets because he needs to resurrect his career. He said he needs to resurrect his career, sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a year, and become a free agent. How are you raising your value like that? Sit behind Aaron Rodgers. You need to play.
That's lowering his value. That's not raising his value.
Exactly. And Carl would love this. In the infamous draft, he said Zach Wilson was the second best quarterback in that draft also that we all talk about. Even though, like, most of the quarterbacks in that draft. But he had some bad takes, man. He had some bad takes that I'm like, you know what? I don't know about him. I don't know about his takes. But I'm with you, Dave. I'm not mad at what he said about Jordan Love. I was confused about the question because Jordan Love, he played 18-1, 18 touchdowns, 1 interception in the second half of the year. But we can't forget that he did throw the interception to lose the game against the 49ers. All right, we can't forget about that. He threw that game. He threw 2 picks that game, right, Dave? Or one, He threw 2 picks that game, I think. All right, so 2 picks that game. So we got to remember that. When C.J. Stroud, on the other hand, he dog walked the Cleveland Browns, one of the best defenses in the league, lit them up without his best receiver. Remember, his best Tank Dell got hurt, so he didn't have his best receiver. So C.J. Stroud was also by far probably the best rookie we've seen in a long time. Like we talking about like carrying the team because they didn't have no great running game, nothing like that. They didn't have no top 5 defense. Now defense was good, but it wasn't like a top 5 defense. C.J. Stroud was winning those games for them, whatever that team. He had that one game, he threw like 5 touchdowns, something like that. Remember that? It was something crazy like that. So I would take C.J. Stroud right now over Jordan Love because Jordan Love set for 4 years and C.J. Stroud still looked better than him in his rookie year. Think about that. So, yes, he's talented, but give me C.J.
Yeah, I'm taking CJ all day, every day. And that's not even to disrespect Jordan Love because I think Jordan Love can be great, but I'm taking CJ.
Yes, sir.
Man,
lastly, man, we saw in the
No, I'm just not taking Jalen Hurts. Hey, they ain't
that's all Mark care about is not taking Jalen Hurts.
Shout out to my man Elijah in the comment section. Hawks just traded Murray for a pack of peanuts. Guess what? We're going to talk about that.
Sure.
Right? We're going to talk about that. The Atlanta Hawks, man, they going shopping. So apparently they might be keeping Trae Young. We're going to talk about that though. The Atlanta Hawks just traded DeJounte Murray to the New Orleans Pelicans. Anybody who knows me, I'm a Kings fan.
Crazy.
The Kings lost to this team 6 times last year. First time that ever happened in the NBA season. They traded they traded for DeJounte Murray. What they give up?
Yeah,
Larry Nance
you got
Jr.
DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Larry Nance Jr., Dyson Daniels, and 2 first-round picks. a 2025 first round pick and a 2027 first round pick. We don't know if it's lottery protected or not, but we just know that. So we gotta react to this. So Mark, we're gonna lead with you on this one.
This
All
came
right.
so out the cut.
Yeah, they did. We're gonna leave with you and Mark. So what was your reaction? What do you think about this trade?
Coming at the bottom, right?
I mean, what can I say about it? Let me see, because
Okay.
DeJounte not a bad player, and now that the New Orleans got a, they got a solid starting lineup actually. I don't know what they're gonna do with Brandon Ingram or what they're gonna trade for him or how they're gonna get that situation started, but they do have a nice core, and I feel like DeJounte can't help that team out a little bit. But do I think they're contending like that in the West? It all really depends on how Zion plays. If he plays a full season, that really depends on if he plays a full season, because that team can be be really good if Zion plays, But because when he do play, he dominates. So I mean, like DeJounte can help that team out, but they did give up a lot of nothing for him. So I mean, it was just like Atlanta was just trying to get him out of there. So that's what it felt like to me. So I don't know what the relationship was between them, because you kept hearing talks about them trading Trae Young. They had talked about them, trading, somebody else on the team, is a dude from Maryland, and yeah, he's just they got him out of there for nothing. So just saying, you see where the team really wanted to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next real quick, Dave. I like this trade for the Pelicans. I think it was awesome. They still got CJ still, so he can play next to CJ. He's a great defender, one of the best all-ball defenders in the league, one of the best two-way players in the league. He actually got his credibility off of defense first. He said that's what Kawhi Leonard taught him. But it's a great trade for them, man. I mean, the Pelicans are loading up. This tells me that they might they might keep Brandon Ingram, but they might give up Brandon Ingram because they got to pay Brandon Ingram. His contract is due. This is gonna be the last year of his contract. So I like the trade for the Pelicans. I don't know what the Hawks are really doing right now. So I don't know if they're gonna trade Trae Young and start. They might trade Trae Young and start over. I don't know, but I feel like they could have got more for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like they were offered more in the trade deadline last season to get DeJounte Murray out of there, and they just didn't take it. This is definitely a great deal for New Orleans because they didn't give up a lot to go get someone who's a proven player in this league, who's a really good two-way player at that too. And I'll kind of sort of disagree with Mark when it comes to how good they can be with Zion. I think they could be good without Zion because they just got DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray helps them out a whole lot. So having him available now with that, I think that helps out tremendously with this team because you got CJ, you got Brandon Ingram if he stays, of course, and then you got CJ McCollum. I already said that, and you got Jonas Valanciunas as well. So that's a pretty good team, even if Zion's not able to play. Now, I do think that they need to go get some kind of depth to help when Zion is not able to play, because I believe there's some free agents they can still go after that can play some good minutes to help out when he's not healthy. Because let's just be honest, Zion's not going to play 65 games. I don't see it happening unless he tremendously changed his diet or whatever, how he works out and how he takes care of his body. I don't see that changing right now. So I'm going to say he doesn't play 65 games. But New Orleans, I mean, the Atlanta, all they got was Larry Nance Jr., 2 first-round picks, and Dyson Daniels. I'm not sure what direction they're going in by making this trade for that, because that's all that he's worth. You just saw Mikal Bridges get traded for basically 5 first-round picks and some second-round picks. And this is all you could get for DeJounte Murray, who is just as good as Mikal Bridges? Like, is Mikal Bridges that much better than DeJounte Murray to where he's worth 5 first-round picks?
DeJounte might be better. Tell you the truth.
DeJounte Murray, people forget DeJounte Murray was just the 11th player in NBA history to have back-to-back game winners. That didn't happen for a very long time until he did that last season. So
he's played on the playoff team too.
Exactly. He's really good. So shout out to the Pelicans for improving their team. But Atlanta, I'm not sure what their focus is. I'm not sure what direction they're going in. If they keep Trae Young, what are they going to do to get better? Are they going to use those 2 first-round picks they got to go get someone else? Because they still got their first-round pick that they can use. So are they going to use 3 firsts to go get someone else? Who are they going to go get? What are they going to do to improve this team? What's the real focus? Is Clint Capella going to stay? Are they going to make any other kind of moves? I'm not sure what direction they're going in. And for me, I think they might as well just go ahead and trade Trae Young if they're not going to do anything else. Just go ahead.
Yeah, but I do agree with Mark though. I don't think the Pelicans are getting past the second round without Zion. Zion, it depends on Zion because DeJounte Murray don't make them better than. Look at the West. Like I don't see them. And then we all saw Brandon Ingram in the playoffs. Like, come on, like
dude, that's
probably that was embarrassing, bro. So
I think DeJounte Murray covers whatever Brandon Ingram can't do.
But DeJounte, I mean, is he a consistent in the playoffs? Will he be consistently good in the playoffs offensively? That's my thing. Like DeJounte is a great piece, in my opinion, to a good team. Zion showed that he can take over. You know what I mean? Like Zion is they need Zion. But yeah, this wraps this up, Dave. It was a great show, man. Look, my last words are this. Shout out to the R2L show. Sorry, shout out to the R2L network. Shout out to the R2L family, man. Hold on. We still got this banner up. But yeah, shout out to the R2L network. Shout out to the R2L family. Hey, Commanders, man, go get Brandon Ayuk. Kings, make a trade. Make a move. That's all I gotta say. Shout it up. Oh yeah. Kings talk tomorrow instead. We said 10 p.m. tonight Eastern time, but it'll be me and my boy Trent will be on live 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow on Kings Talk. Let's get it.
All right. So my final words is you're not getting Brandon Ayuk. Cut it out. That video was before he had that meeting with John Lynch and them. So just relax yourself, okay? He's staying in San Francisco.
I know I think he is too, though.
But this message is for Pat Riley.
Oh,
I like the draft. I like what you did in the draft. That is good. But it's not enough. Pat Riley, don't go into this offseason thinking that is enough and that's all you need to be able to compete in the Eastern Conference.
Accusation. False accusation. And
look at what the Knicks just did and look at who just won the championship. Our heated rival, the Celtics, improved their team drastically. The Knicks just did the same exact thing, pretty much. Going to go get Mikal Bridges. Pat Riley, you are the reason why we haven't landed stars. We haven't landed Kevin Durant because of you. We didn't land Damian Lillard because of you. We didn't land, who else am I thinking about? We didn't get LaMarcus Aldridge that time when he was a free agent because of you. We haven't landed a star. The last star or superstar caliber we landed was LeBron James. Let's be honest about this. Jimmy has played great in the playoffs, but he also hasn't played 60 games in the last 2 years. So we need to give him more support. What we did in the draft is good enough to help Bam move to the 4. And we got another shooter, which is great. But we need another star. We need another superstar or star caliber player to be able to compete in the East. What we have is not enough. So Pat Riley, you are on the hot seat. I'm telling you that now. And my Heat Nation also agrees with me. I'm in the Heat Nation chat. You are on the hot seat. You need to make a move. So it needs to happen ASAP. And Jimmy is not going to Detroit.
no. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.
Bruh.